Kolade, quick question. Why do you think Saka is disrespected?
Um, there are a lot of reasons here, to be honest, but I will try and give you the most prominent reasons why Saka is disrespected. I think the first reason is because over the years, people like to banter Arsenal, and for good fact, we're actually a banter club, to be fair. So many rival fans can't stand the fact that actually the Arsenal now actually have a world class player, a world beater, someone that when you put him in every conversation is going to come out on top. Rival fans can't stand the fact that Arsenal have a player like Saka. If you watch Saka's trajectory over the years, all the debates they've put him against, they've all died natural death. Saka versus Brandon Williams, Saka versus Mount, Saka versus Greenwood. Who have they not brought against Saka? We've heard it all. Now they are trying to force Palmer versus Saka. Again, we are going to see how it will end. They will all die natural deaths. People also forget that Saka is still only 23. He has been playing at the top level for about 6 years. I think he's the only youngster right now in the Premier League that has been consistent. Call another youngster in the Premier League that has been consistent for 6 seasons at the top level. This guy has missed only about 5 Premier League games in 4 years. Talk about consistency, he's there. Talk about every metric, he's there. So the reason they just like to disrespect him is because he plays for us now, and also because he does not have that flair on the pitch. He does world class things while looking ordinary. He doesn't play with so much. He just wants to get the business done. And also, I also think this one is on Saka. I think he needs to be more arrogant. He's too humble. Humble boy, young guy, gentle guy, easygoing. Add some arrogance to your game and they will respect you more. The last and final reason Saka is disrespected. I don't like to do it, but I mean, I can't ignore it. It's the color of his skin, man. I mean, how long did we have to prep Mane before Mane got the respect he deserved? It's a general thing that we've seen. If just look at Cole Palmer, he just came out for one season. They already hail him like he's the next best thing after sliced bread. People are forgetting that Saka and Palmer, they are just 1 year apart. Saka is only older than Palmer by 1 year, but yet he has been performing at the top level since he was 18. The answer is crystal clear. Anybody that does not think Saka is world class can hit his head on the wall.
Okay, so do you think Saka will have fit in the Wenger era of Arsenal days?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Who do you think who could have benched, or do you think could have...
I don't think it was necessarily going to bench anybody. But even when you look at the Wenger days, the left flank was always good. You know, when you think of Alexis Sanchez, but you see that right flank, it was actually lacking that killer factor. We had, although we had Walcott, but Walcott was not exactly known for consistency. He was known for his speed, occasional brilliance, and whatnot. We had Gervinho, played there for years. So imagine a Bukayo Saka while we had an Alexis Sanchez. Bukayo Saka on the right, Sanchez on the left, it would have been brilliant. And I think Saka's ability to fit in any style of play would have seen him excel under Wenger.
Under Wenger, do you actually think that this disrespect he's getting would have been less? Because I know for one thing that Wenger was really good at was protecting his players. So do you think Wenger could have given him more shielding, which also sort of indicts Mikel Arteta and how he protects his players?
Absolutely. I think if Saka came under the Wenger era, it would not have been disrespected this much, because one thing people used to, symbolize Wenger was his promotion of young players, the way he loved young players, the way he defended them. I'm telling you that if we had a youngster like Fabregas coming now under Mikel Arteta, people would not respect him the way he was respected. We saw how Wenger would prop up youngsters, bring them up. We saw Wilshere, we saw Walcott, we saw how they came up under Wenger. If it was Saka, we would have already been calling Saka the best English talent since Wayne Rooney.
All right. So, as a fan of the player and as an Arsenal fan, I'm very sure you are not looking to see your club to struggle for the longest time. But if Arsenal keeps struggling, would you prefer he becomes a Francesco Totti or a Harry Kane?
To be very honest, I'll try and speak as a neutral fan, not too much as a fan and not too much as a neutral, but I'll try and balance things up a bit. So by default, I'll try and say I want him to be a Totti. But when you look at a player like Saka, you sort of feel like if he plays with better players or he plays in a better team, he has more to give in the tank. So the way I see it, I'll be very vocal about it, that if Arsenal do not win something under Mikel Arteta this season, Arteta should go. In the same way, if Arsenal do not win any title at all in the next 2 to 3 seasons, I won't fault Saka for trying to leave. I won't fault him at all. But my only plea is simple. Don't leave us to a direct rival. Go outside England. I don't think anybody will have an issue. And on this final note of a Totti or Harry Kane, people are saying Saka is not world class because he has not won anything. But when Harry Kane did not win anything for Tottenham while he was scoring goals, we always admitted that he was world class regardless. So why are you now saying that Saka must win something with Arsenal before he must be world class? By the way, he has an FA Cup.